Hello there, Badgers. So this is the video I wanted to do the other day. Wasn't able to get around to it. Hello, Muppet. Right off the end of our nose. So there's a couple of things I wanted to talk about today. First one being about Trump. The Mandarin revenge monkey is just making everything worse over there, isn't he? In the United States. We'll bring it here then. We'll bring it here then. No, bring it here. Don't know. And yeah, I see 40 million Americans are about to go without food stamps. We in this country went through the Tories, cancelling loads of social projects and whatnot, leading to more usage in food banks here in the United Kingdom, especially in England. And and it's going to be worse in the US, more people. A more evil person in charge. You know, what are you doing down there? Oh. You know, I was speaking in a video, was it a week or two ago, about how you can't expect continuous growth. And whilst there have been, it's hardly been perfect over the past 50 years, most of us have seen an uplifting to our living standards and then a decrease. Several times, but in terms of major, probably the once in my generation. We saw uplifting of living standards during the last Labour government, and over 15 years of Tory rule, they crashed. America is now going through the same shit. I'll say that many people didn't tell them so, because they did. America was warned, and many Americans decided, no, we know better. We're voting for Trump. Yeah, well, this is what you've got. It's horrific that so many people were convinced into voting for him. Same over here with Farage and the Tories, especially the Tories. Again and again and again, people voted Tory, despite the fact that all the Tories did was make things worse. And again, I will point out that Labour's never been perfect. But every time they've come in, they've had to fix what the fucking bullshit the Tories fucking come out with. Also, moving over to this side, yes, this Labour government isn't perfect, far from it. We'll bring it in then. We'll bring it here. What was that? No, dickhead, give it here. No, bring it here, you muppet. Donut. I can't kick it for you if it keeps rolling away from me. Bring it here. No, up here. Donut. kicking a football with these boots on, not great. You can get a load of weight behind it, but the aim is bollocks. No, give it here, you dickhead. That's better. See if this works. It might do. Again, it might not. There we go. No, it's not going to work. Damn. I haven't got a place to put this. This is a problem. No, because it leaves. It's not going to work. Ah. So I was looking for a surface to put you guys down on so I could get tennis racket out, but I can't find one. But yeah, anyway, back to Labour. I have seen my standard of living increase, even if it's just a bit. More access to NHS. I have felt the increase to my my universal credit, my disability universal credit, and there is a lot of green energy. The Labour have not backed down on the green energy push. Not only that, but the big changes are coming later on down the line. So I really wish people would stop going, Labour need to do big changes. They're doing big changes. Also, a lot of the big massive changes that people seem to want Labour to do on the left would take ages to do anyway. You wouldn't see it immediately. You wouldn't see a lot of these changes immediately. From what I gather, Labour are raising the national living wage again in the next budget. Just like they did last year. To keep up with the cost of living. These best start centres are going to help a lot. There are going to be a load of other things. There'll likely be a load of other things on that, coming down the line with it as well. I get annoyed with people who are insistent that this Labour government is totally shit, because it's not. It's far from fantastic, but is it objectively better than the last 14 years? Yeah, it is. No, bring it here, you dipstick. No, muppet. No, what are you doing? Bring it here. No, bring it here. That's the main reason I did it, that I decided to stick in the same position today. So there's a bowl of water. Where's your bowl gone? See if I can do this. I can't even pick the thing up now. Come on. Right. Oh. I thought that was going to happen. Why is it? I never get this thing done properly. Right. Well, I managed to scoop that up, I suppose. So yeah. I do wish Labour's communications was better. You know, when it comes to big tax changes, I wish people would take that a lot more seriously than they seem to take it. Like, they think they're taking it seriously, but they're not. Our tax changes are complicated. You want to change the tax system? That's going to be complicated, practically speaking, in actually doing it. Because our tax system is so fucking complicated. I just really wish people would recognise this. It's not difficult, you know? Now, this doesn't mean I'm going to rejoin the Labour Party. I'm still pissed at their immigration and trans positions. It's bullshit. It's complete horseshit. I'm not going to join the Labour Party. However, at the same time, I will recognise, even if Labour aren't going to shout about it themselves, I will recognise when Labour do well. When they do something I think is good. Yeah, a second. Hang on. Come here then, Muppet. This way. We've got some kids coming in. But yeah. Up here then, Muppet. Come on then. Come in. So yeah, it's one thing to be angry at the Labour government for not doing as it said it would do a couple of years ago. It's completely different to be pissed at this government for trying to do the best with what it's given. I'm sorry, but that just seems really naive to me. And I'm the one who's actually still learning about politics. You know? I feel like when I put a defence up for Labour like this, people seem to think, oh, you're a star, he's a star, right, he's an apologist. I'm not an apologist in the slightest. I have my reasons to be pissed at Starmer myself and this government. But like, I'm also not an idiot. I'm also not absolutist. Idiot's too strong a word. I'll take that back. I'm not an absolutist, right? And because of that, I'm not gonna denounce Labour for being completely terrible government until I've actually seen that they have failed. Because that's another one. Labour haven't failed. In the big picture, Labour have not failed. They haven't. Not yet. People are drawing judgments way too early, in my opinion. You can argue with me on that one all you like, but we're still less than 2 years into this government, and people are determined to try and tell me this government is or has already failed. That to me is not a sensible view. You try and tell me that it is, but it absolutely isn't. I ain't getting really sick. I am. Everyone's entitled to their opinions. I get that. Which is why it's also sickening to, when I say my opinion, people then try and shout me down. No, Labour are utterly terrible. Labour are the worst. What are you fucking talking about? And then when I try to do a rebuttal, oh, everyone's allowed their opinions. You know what? Fuck you. Where's your ball? Where is it? Where's your ball gone? Donut. Good girl. Bring it in then. I think with all this populism going about, I am getting sick and tired of the simple, if we just do wealth taxes, it'll make things better. No, you have to do this. You have to create the material situations material circumstances for wealth taxes to be less easily weaponized. This is why the Second World War was so when people talk about wealth taxes, they like to bring up the Second World War, or just after the Second World War. And the difference with that, really, the difference with wealth taxes during the 50s and 60s and then trying to get the wealth taxes done now, is that back then we had something called the Bretton Woods Agreement. The UK, the US and various other countries have an agreement to make it so that the richest people pay the most fucking tax. Right? Do you know what was going on at the same fucking time? Rationing. All the way up until 1954. Come here then. Come here then. What are you doing? Where's it gone? Go find it. Go find that ball. You could go find it. Go find it then. Yeah. So we want wealth taxes in the way that we had them during the 50s and 60s. We need another version of the Bretton Woods Agreement. We do. Or we need to create a situation like that. Because a big part of the problem with wealth taxes is the wealthy just move their money offshore. Now, sure, land value tax is a really good one, which I hope one day the government will fucking actually implement. But as it is, Labour are shutting down a lot of the wealthy people's tax loopholes. Good catch, Muppet. Which is why they've all been bitching. I do wish people would stop saying that Labour are on the side of the rich. I really wish people would stop saying that. Because ever since the Labour came into power, the wealthy have been bitching like a motherfucker. Why are you two taxing us? Why are you making us pay more? Because you have to. And then each and every single time they've tried to get the working and middle classes to think that Labour are attacking them at the same time. It's fucking disgusting. So whilst Labour are more socially conservative than I'd like, which is why I'm not in the party, do I think that they are economically right-wingers? No, I don't. Because that's not what's being shown. I'm sorry, it's just not. Now, Labour really need to do better on communications. I also wanted to pull up on this thing to do with Jewish, Zionist football hooligans. Yeah, the Tel Aviv football hooligans. Tel Aviv, something like that. Starmer and this government really fucked up on that one. They are diplomats, right? Or at least they want to be as diplomatic as possible when it comes to geopolitics, right? Now, unfortunately, in their mind, that means that if they go too far in one direction, it's a lot harder to keep up friendly relations. And when it comes to Israel, Labour are already pissed at Israel, and Israel are already pissed at Labour. Yes, I know there are Labour MPs that have had donations, right, from the Israeli lobby. However, there are plenty that haven't. And again, I'd just like to reiterate, this government has sided with the International Criminal Court against Israel. They have not dropped that. I heard someone try to, oh no, they dropped that. No, they didn't fucking drop it. Piss off. Right? What Labour are trying to do is make it so that after the war, they might be able to have dialogue with Israel and be able to improve the situation. Do I think that's going to work? No. But from what I gather, that's how this shit's done. You know? I mean, I learned last night that fucking... you know how everyone was pissed at Qatar, is it? For hosting World Cup. Well, I get why, but there are also diplomatic reasons why we're not starting punish. You know, we're not always trying to punish the Qataris. And the main one on that one is because the Qataris are the ones doing a lot of the negotiations with terrorist groups. So for practical reasons, this is why they don't get sanctioned. And oh yes, I understand why that is a really bitter pill to take. We aren't in a position, right? We in the UK seem to have this arrogant opinion that we are still, and that, like, we're still as powerful as we were when we were an empire. We aren't. We aren't an empire anymore, and Reform UK trying to bring this country back into a mentality like we were still an empire is ridiculous. And Sarah Poachin really is racist. So is Nigel Farage. They are both racists. Nigel Farage has consistently over the years been against anyone with people with different colour skin. And I'll try to bring up Zia Yusuf. He's a pawn for Nigel Farage, nothing more. All it is about trying to get the fascist right-wing way of thinking into people's minds. Trying to normalise this behaviour. Sorry, need a wipe sign. They're trying to normalise this behaviour. Nigel Farage, Sarah Poachin, they're all fucking racists. All of them. But what's worse is that some of them aren't even racist ideologically, they're racist because of the money. Yeah. I actually don't know what's worse. Someone who is ideologically racist, or someone who's racist only because they want the money. On some level, you could say those who are ideologically racist are at least true to themselves. I fucking hate it, but it is something you can say about them. Now, what was the next thing I wanted to talk about? That's right, Russia and Ukraine. So, Trump has, once again, has flip-flopped on Ukraine, right, and Russia. And he has been, first he was saying, that's the tomahawks, send them tomahawks. I will send you tomahawks. And Putin has to talk with him, and he's like, you know what, maybe not, right? And then, like, Putin lays his stuff down, then Trump and that come up with, Putin then goes, you know what, we'll agree to some of this stuff. Putin then goes, no, I'm not having any of it. And then Trump once again is like, well, fuck you then. So he's now apparently putting sanctions on Russian oil. It is a roller coaster with that fuck. Now, you know my thoughts on this matter. As far as I'm concerned, NATO should be helping Ukraine with manpower, with its manpower issues. Send support soldiers, send support staff, whatnot, into Ukraine, into the back lines, so that frees up more of the front lines for the Ukrainians. I'm sorry, but that's my opinion on the matter. So we are failing on that front, and we're still acting like a bunch of cowards when it comes to Putin. It's driving me mad. It really is. Really. So yeah, we are in a horrific situation when it comes to Ukraine, and we don't have to be. If NATO gains some fucking balls, we could push Russia right out of Ukraine easily. The whole of NATO could kick Russia's arse, not a problem. Hang on a second.
Where's your ball? You've lost it, haven't you?
Oh, it's there on the floor, look. Right there. There's a ball there.
Is that yours?
You can always have one of my balls, I've got loads of them.
He's got one, I don't know whose it is though. Yeah, that's ours. Oh, that's ours.
Here, look.
Don't worry, we've got ours.
I've got like 6 balls in this bag.
Lens, come on.
Yeah, look.
Here, Lenny.
Yeah, look, do you want that one?
Len, we've got yours.
Massive confusion. Yeah, look. Yeah. That's not a problem.
Okay.
No, give me your ball, you muppet. Pick it up.
I bet you'll find to the other one in a minute.
Oh, it wouldn't surprise me.
Okay, yeah.
It's all good. Sorry. In the woods, and it's, you know, it's public walkways, so, and there's a bit of a ball confusion about a tennis ball. Anyway. Oh, it's right. Hang on, it's right. You keep that one as well. Keep the one, just in case one gets lost. I've got loads of balls in the bag. It's fine. Yeah. I mean, Trump wants to show himself off to be a big man. Well, what then? Trump could show himself off to be a big man if he stopped fucking backing down to Vladimir Putin. Putin is making Trump look a complete bitch. You know, I don't want to exactly tell Trump how to do his job, because I don't like the fucker. The Mandarin Revenge Monkey is more damaging to the US and the UK than any singular person has been in a long time. But Putin is just making him look a complete coward, and he doesn't have to take that.